what's happening around Egypt. There is a lot of initiative to modernize education, introduce tech to be able to deal with growing numbers, to understand that normative education per se is changing worldwide. The fact that this changes the solution of Egypt's problem in terms of growth going forward. Educate the Egyptian middle class, that's what's going to move the economy forward. When we talk about Egyptian middle class, we talk about millions. A huge market with a lot of potential, and it's going to support the government to really focus its resources on the ones in need. The investor interest is in place. The MENA region, health and education comes first on the list. I don't think the problem comes with investor interest. It comes with providing proper vehicles that can grow over time and reach the potential investors are looking for. If you don't have a proper corporate system for shareholders, boards that are accountable, management that are in place, you get the sense of a relaxed performance. And relaxed performance cannot take this country anywhere. Every year there's new students coming in. They need schools, they need quality education. Egypt really needs corporates to constantly try to work, proving their management style, their access, their accountability, and creating this blend in which they, as much as possible, keep quality and to introduce this on them to a large scale. Whole national understanding that R&D is at a minimal stage currently, and the universities are at the heart of this discussion. The good news also is that it's coming a lot from the students. For example, doing at this university, they come in with their own ideas, with their own components. They search the internet, they find all sorts of innovative materials. I think Egypt is going to be in a very different place in the next 5 years in terms of the innovation. I'll give you an example in this university. We have launched our first faculty on art, cinema, ballet, and theater. And we're seeing a huge demand from students now coming in because Egypt had a huge heritage in this sector. Over the past 20-30 years is that there is a lot of tech advancement within the sector, and you can see people produce movies with a mobile phone. There's a lot of technicalities and there's a lot of need for getting educated on the latest trends. On the med sector, now we're seeing a lot of focus in terms of what they call alternative medicine. These are not names that you'd hear in Egyptian higher education 5-6 years ago, not even 10 years ago. But now a lot of students are coming and asking for it. Environmental engineering. The biggest step that needs to be taken, I think Egypt is already taking the step, is realizing that normative education is dead. I mean, the amount of people that will need to be educated and re-educated over a much shorter period of time is increasing extensively. Within the next 10 to 15 years, people around this world will need to get re-education on a specific subject matter. Probably every 3 years, people are realizing that the way I was educated 10-15 years ago does not suit my children, and it will not suit them going forward. Technology is going to be the cornerstone. There's two sides for this coin. You have to understand the digital world we're living in. So I think the laptop is a mean to really teach students how to access knowledge, because knowledge is at the palm of your hands now. I see teachers transforming into facilitators within the coming years. This is no longer the teacher you saw years ago, where he stands there and he becomes the main source of information. They need to be able to work and focus on the student's skill and ability to access rather than provide them first-hand knowledge. So how to ensure that students can get the necessary human skills for engagement, for social performance, for working in teams and others. So it's a challenge we're all working on now. When there's a demand, when there's awareness, there's going to be change. And I think this is exactly what's happening in Egypt now. 5 years down the line, you're going to see change in this country. The size of the private sector is going to expand at least by a single digit within the next 5 years. No longer are we going to have a Cairo-focused country. There is a lot of movement, both by private and public, towards seeing quality education provision happening outside of Cairo. This is also going to change the job market because you're going to see development all over the country.